Barboza Jr. has done enough.
It doesn't appear, Todd. He did.
So Arnold Barboza is going to go on, should get a unanimous decision victory over former 140-pound champion Jose Ramirez. Pretty much just outboxed him, and I guess on the scouting report, I would have predicted that Barboza would be the better boxer, and Ramirez is the pressure fighter-ish power puncher, and in this case, the better technical boxer made out. Who's he talking to? By the way, that atmosphere is like a COVID show. So it's 4:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My alarm's about to go off. Where's my phone? November the 16th. Mike Tyson lost last night to Jake Paul, and disgraceful Jake Paul, you piece of shit. Barboza now should go on to a title shot somewhere. And Ramirez, let me tell you my gripe with this fight. Both of these fighters were under the same promotional company and same banner via management for years, and they wouldn't fight each other. And I strongly feel that their manager was keeping them away. These guys should have fought a long time ago. And the fact that this fight is happening in Saudi Arabia, don't get me wrong, I like what the Saudis are doing with boxing. But come on, man. You know, they bullshitted around with this for too long. Look at Oscar. But I'm TstreeT Controversy with Fight View 360. And, you know, like, Ramirez has been bullshitting around too much with his career. And now where does he go from here? Obviously, he's not done. He's 32 years old, but he's got to go back to the drawing board, man. Because he just, I don't know. It's just, to me, it just seems like something is just missing. But I can't wait to hear these cards. There's Virgil Ortiz. They're a Latino night. And once again, you know, the Saudis, I get it. You know, they're trying to become the home of boxing, but a Latino night in Saudi Arabia, can you imagine the atmosphere if this was a midday card over in LA or, you know, Texas or somewhere? Would have been crazy. But, you know, American boxing, being the fuck up that it is, don't have the money for it. You know, and I hate to be like this, but man, like, you know, once PBC came along, like boxing just got weird. And this is not just blaming PBC. I mean, is it not true? It just got weird. You know, fighters started making money that I hate to say they're not worth, you know, certain money because, you know, they're going there risking their lives, but, you know, being paid above market, then everybody started doing it. Remember, the Zone did it too. They started throwing all this money around, and it just, you know, it just messed things up. And that's why we needed the Saudi Arabians and Netflix to come in and Jake Paul to come in and save boxing. Pisses me off. Let's listen into the cards. We got a Latino night in Saudi Arabia. Fuck is that?
Leszek Jankowiak scores it 97-93, 97-93. Judge Stefan Nicolo scores it 96-94.
Uh-oh.
96-94. And Judge Fernando Villarreal scores it 96-94.
Uh-oh.
96-94. For your winner by unanimous decision, para el ganador por decisión unánime, Arnold Barboza Jr.
And look what it means to him, Darren. Incredible. He was desperate for this fight, desperate for this
Good.
win.
I'm glad he got the win. The WBO's been jerking him around. He said he wasn't interested in fighting for WBO titles because they wouldn't make it mandatory, and he kept paying sanction fees. And I was wondering why for so long he wasn't ordered to be a champion. I mean, ordered to fight for the championship. Me personally, I think it was his management. Like, I think it was his management, you know, because he had both Jose Ramirez. Oh, wait, let's listen in. He had both Ramirez and Barboza.
A long time.
Let's see if he throws some shots
you have a lot of emotion
at him.
After hearing your name called, what's going through your mind right now?
You know, before I answer your question, I'd like to thank God. I'd like to thank
Jesus Christ.
Golden Boy. I'd like to thank His Excellency Turkey. I'd love to thank Saudi Arabia, baby. I love it. Hope you guys have me back. You know, real quick, Chris, if I can, I just want to give a shout out to all my sponsors, man. West Coast Genetics, Los Toros Meat Market, Exclusive Grills, Active Collision, and of course Davis Jewelry in El Monte. Snack, Everlast, Mr. Victor Conti was with me all the way, man. Appreciate you guys.
I know that wasn't the source of your emotion. What was the source of your emotion tonight?
Oh man, it's just a long time coming, man. You know, I've been waiting for opportunity like this to fight a great, ex-Unified World Champion. Man, I was hugging him all the time. It was an honor because, I respect Jose Ramirez as the fighter. I respect Jose Ramirez as the person. I respect Jose Ramirez as the father. Everything about him, man. He stands for everything you need to stand for. His whole team, man, Robert Garcia and their team, man, a great team. I respect them all. This is something that I've been waiting for, man, my whole career.
No respect to the manager.
Man, I was close to hanging him up.
Whoa.
Gave me the juices again, man. I just want to thank Oscar and Eric and all them for keeping their word and getting me this fight.
All week long we talked about, what would it mean if you won this fight? What would you go on to? Said, I'm not talking about anything else but this fight. You've been waiting for this specific fight for years. Why was this fight so important to you?
This was my championship fight, man. That's what it was. This is how I think it might feel to be a champion. I know I'll probably feel a little better. But, man, all the time that we spent together, same promoter, and never happened. I come to a new promoter for a new fresh start. I got a fresh start, and then he announced it the same day I fight, so that was kind of like, man, what's going on? So this is a fight that I've been wanting. We went to Big Bear. We sacrificed saludos a Jaime Munguia for, letting us borrow the gym and echando la mano, and I appreciate it.
A lot of people criticized you after that performance against Sean McComb. How much did you use that as fuel during this training camp?
I heard it all. My father does a good job of telling me to pay no mind to it, but I hear him. All the people that talk, I hear it.
That was me.
Pay no mind, keep my head down, turn my phone off, stay off of social media, went to Big Bear, and did it right with my pops, man. Gave a shout out to my dad. He's the best effing trainer. Man, I'm telling you, the program that this man has, the boxing guy that this guy is, it doesn't matter if his fights on a channel 2, he'll watch it. He's why. I mean, this guy does his homework, man, and it's because of this. That's not my night, it's my dad's night.
You're 32 years old. You've been waiting a long time for a world title shot. What's the one you want next?
If I can real quick, I want to tell the W Bill especially, I'm very sorry that this wasn't a title eliminator. I've been ranked #1 contender for the past 2 years, and I've been paying sanction fees the past 5 fights. I hope you guys find it in your heart to, keep me #1 and give me a title shot. I just felt like, paying the sanctioning fee and for a title eliminator where, the super champion can jump the title, the mandatory. And Teofimo denied him and me already. So I felt like we weren't even gonna get a chance either way. So I decided to put a little more money into my pocket for my kids. Hope they can forgive me for that, or if they give me a shot. If not any sanctioning body, I just love a title shot, man. I'm 31-0 now, 31-0. And I think I'm the only fighter at the top that hasn't got a shot. There's some guys that come to the division and right away they get a shot. They come from 135 to 140 and get a shot, and I'm still in line, top 5 in the past 3-4 years. So if they can please give me a shot, I'm here, wanting to strap around my body, any belt doesn't matter.
Congratulations, Arnold.
It has been a while.
Chris.
Well, he didn't pay the sanctioning fees, and he said, hey, I didn't pay it, but still make me #1. Sometimes boxing doesn't work that way, though, does it, Sergio? They want that cash.
No, of course, and you know what, man? I'm glad he stood his ground. And he should
By the way, look at the arena.
Standing his ground because, yes, he
Punch
was
stats.
around for a long time. He's 31-0, and guys under him have been getting title shots like that. So
Let's go look at the rankings at 140. Okay. So Alberto Puyo and Sandor Martin are supposed to be fighting, right? Isn't that still a thing? Rayo may be fighting Gary Antoine Russell. That's the rumor that's circulating around on Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach in March. Liam Paro Richardson Hitchens is happening in a few weeks. And Teofimo Lopez, we don't know what he's doing. He's currently beefing with Top Rank. He's got promotional issues with them. Looks like he wants out of his contract. He's been pretty much calling out everybody, wanting to fight everybody, like, Terrence Crawford, Devin Haney. We don't know what he's doing. He wanted Brian Norman. We don't know what he's doing. And there you have Arnold Barboza, #1. So realistically, Arnold Barboza versus the winner of Liam Paro Richardson Hitchens makes the most sense to me, in my opinion. unless they do a wild card with Jack Catterall, who beat Regis Prograis. But the man wants a title shot. So I think, you know, and the problem is Paro Hitchens winner will likely fight Jack Catterall. So there's that right there. As you can see, he's ranked number 7 by the WBC. Maybe they'll boost him up. The WBA shit organization. You know, so he's not even ranked there. The IBF number 4. So look, unless they figure out what's going to happen with Teofimo, and he was talking about the super champion possibly being able to jump up, but it's Dennis Baranchek. He's at 135. If he jumps up, I don't think it's going to be him. So the only realistic shot he can go after is the WBO, unless that Rayo, if he goes to the Saudis, that also was a rumor that's circulating around. And he was already a WBO interim champion at one point in time. Was he? Correct me if I'm wrong. But he's been around forever, you know, and he's right. It's like, why is he? Like I said, I think it has something to do with management. He just don't really want to talk about it. Because notice how he thanked everybody. He ain't talk about, like, you know, yeah, me and the manager used to work together. None of that. None of that. I remember when he beat up Mike Alvarado. And look at all these fights. He even fought the gatekeeper. And Jose Pedraza didn't get a shot. So on to the main event. If I was to rate this card on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it an 8. You know, it's not a bad card. It's just that the atmosphere is dead because it's in Saudi Arabia. For example, it's 5:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now. Zepeda almost got upset. CP Freshmark got upset. You know, this was, I guess, the most intriguing fight of the card, that the Barboza Ramirez. By the way, beautiful venue, though. I do say that. I believe that's where Ruiz Joshua 2 took place. But anyway, take your time out, like the video, subscribe, and TstreeT Controversy with 5U360 on to the main event.